Fine. So when I talk about this course, we have two options to acquire the knowledge on Fusion Cloud Financials application. One is online training. You can attend everyday classes. These sessions we are conducting every day, the morning as per India calendar. So we will be running these sessions from 8 to 9:30. After 1 hour, 1 month, we'll be preponing to 6 o'clock. We'll be running 6 to 7:30. This is how we'll be running these classes. Maybe 50% of course will be running from 8 to 9:30. Remaining 50% of course will be preponing the class timings from to 6 to 7:30 will be running. If you see like the time flexibility, if it is not comfortable for you, you may go with the recorded class videos. Okay, the recorded class videos from the previous batch we will provide. Those are very much detailed, and those we extracted from the live classes only. You can see the good discussions in those classes, questions and answers. So when you attend these live classes, what experience you'll get, similar experience you'll get when you go through this recorded class videos. Only the difference is you cannot raise your questions, instance questions you cannot ask. If when you go through the videos, if you have any questions, I would be available. If you have a simple question, you can email me. We can just revert back to that, or else if you have set up questions, we can schedule the call and we can connect. That's how on the fast track we'll be able to complete this course. If you subscribe the recorded class videos, we will provide you the instance access also. You can go through that videos in your free time and you can practice. And if you want to attend live classes in the current batch or next batch, yes, you can. If you subscribe the videos, that is possible. Or else if you are going to attend the live classes, if you need previous batch videos also, yes, we will provide. Okay, so you will get previous batch recorded videos and current batch recorded videos. If you attend in the future, maybe after 1 or 2 or 3 months, if you are going to attend the classes, yes, that batch videos also will get. The videos are downloadable. Okay, you can download the videos and you can keep with you permanently. Maybe now you are attending these classes. You may not get a chance of working on Fusion applications now. Maybe after 1 year, you may get the chance. At that time, you can refresh all the sessions by using the same videos, since we are going to download these videos. That's all about these are the two options we have when we are going to learn this course. Fine. So these are the points which primarily we are going to discuss in today's session. Once we're done with these points, any sort of questions you have, we'll discuss on those also. The very first point is, what does it mean by Fusion applications? We'll see. And we'll discuss about what is the difference between on-premise and the cloud, and what are the different options available for cloud customers. If any company is going to use cloud application or Fusion cloud applications, so what are the different options they have and what is the difference between those, we'll discuss. And we'll see what's new in the Fusion application. Here I'm not going to talk about everything what we have as new, that we'll see more detail level in the classes. And here very high level, so a few points I'm taking which will make big difference in terms of the difference comparative with the EBS or any other applications. And finally, we'll go through the course curriculum, what exactly we are going to cover, what are the applications we are going to cover from each and every application, what concepts we are going to cover. So that we will discuss as a part of course curriculum. Okay, max we are going to cover what we have in each and every application. Fine. The very first point is, what does it mean by Fusion applications? Let's look into this slide. So in this slide, I just taken few ERP products which are very famous in the market. Okay. JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Siebel, Oracle E-Business Suite. These are the ERP products. Along with that, we have Hyperion, Primavera, which are different tools. Hyperion for reporting, Primavera for project scheduling, etc. So when you look at JD Edwards, there are the different solutions are available from the JD Edwards. So supply chain management, financials, project management, etc. The same way PeopleSoft, the different solutions are available. From Siebel, these are the solutions are available. From Oracle E-Business Suite, these Hyperion, Primavera. So when you look at the market, most of the ERP vendors are offering different solutions as per company requirements. But if any company is going to implement ERP, if they want to choose the best ERP as per their current business process, which one they have to choose, in which ERP they can get best solutions which supports exactly their business process. So if you look at JD Edwards, say out of JD Edwards, the supply chain management say maybe doing really good. And when you look at the PeopleSoft ERP, from PeopleSoft, HCM, Human Capital Management is very famous in the market. When you talk about Siebel is very famous for Customer Relationship Management, CRM. When you talk about Oracle Business Suite, finance is very much matured solution from the Oracle Business Suite. The same way, when you look at different ERPs, each ERP is specialized in one or two solutions, may not be in all. Now, if any company is going to implement ERP and if their requirement is finance, implementing finance application, definitely they'll go with Oracle Business Suite. If the company is majorly focused on HCM, human capital management related solutions, where primarily they want to manage their employees' information, their focus may not be on other areas. So in that case, definitely they'll go with the PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft is very famous for HCM, human capital management, where they can maintain employees' information. They can run the payrolls. The same solution is available from Oracle also. Oracle E-Business Suite also we have HRMS, Human Resource Management System. But if you compare Oracle HRMS with the PeopleSoft HCM, PeopleSoft HCM is really best solution. The same way from Oracle E-Business Suite, we have CRM solution, Customer Relationship Management we have from Oracle E-Business Suite. But if you compare this Oracle CRM solution with Siebel CRM is it's a very good, very best solution in the market. So if any company is going to implement financial, CRM and HCM, which ERP they have to choose? To take best out of these three solutions, there is no one ERP in the market. Okay, in that case, they have to go for finance from Oracle E-Business Suite, for CRM from Siebel, and HCM from PeopleSoft. If they take the license or subscription from three different ERPs, again they have to integrate and the maintenance will become very much challenging and it will become complex. So making different systems to interact for different business process or flows, it will become a big task for any company and it would be costing too much since they have to take the different license from different vendors. It will become a big task for them. So that is the reason what Oracle did is, Oracle acquired most of the ERP application except very few. So what Oracle did is, they acquired JD Edwards, Oracle acquired PeopleSoft, Siebel, and Oracle E-Business Suite is their own product, and they acquired Hyperion, which is very famous for reporting and budgeting and planning, and Primavera they acquired, which can be used for project scheduling purpose. These are very famous. Hyperion is very famous for reporting as well as planning and budgeting. And Primavera tool is famous for project portfolio management. So what Oracle did is, they acquired many ERP products as well as enterprise applications. So after acquiring what they did is, they taken best out of each and every product. They acquired JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Siebel, Hyperion, Primavera. There are many other products they acquired. Here I am not listing out. So after acquiring what they did is, say for example from PeopleSoft they taken HCM solution, from JD Edwards supply chain and other areas they taken, and from Siebel they taken CRM, from Hyperion they taken the reporting capabilities, from Primavera they taken the project portfolio management, from Oracle E-Business Suite they taken the financial applications. By taking the different best solution from the different ERP products, they built application called as Fusion applications. Okay, so Fusion applications means it's not completely developed by Oracle. Okay, they taken the best solution from the different ERP products and they taken into one suite of Fusion and they created application called as Fusion application. Now, when you are going to work on Fusion applications, within the Fusion applications, the HRMS solution or called as HCM, Human Capital Management Solution, which is available in the Fusion application, that is the legacy of PeopleSoft. But when you are working on Fusion application, you never see that product belongs to PeopleSoft. That's what Oracle did. They taken PeopleSoft HCM solution as a part of Fusion applications. In the same way, when you are working on CRM solution within the Fusion application, the legacy, the source product is from Siebel. The Siebel CRM solution they are using in the Fusion applications. In the Fusion applications, what are the financial applications we have that they taken from E-Business Suite? Oracle E-Business Suite, they taken in the Primavera, the PPM, Project Portfolio Management solution, they taken from Primavera, and reporting tools, etc. What we are using in the Fusion application, those are from Hyperion. From the JD Edwards, they taken some procurement and SCM related solution, and from different applications also they taken exactly as it is. They are not taken from the JD Edwards. Not only these few products, there are many other products from where Oracle taken the best solution to Fusion application to build ultimate product called as Fusion applications. Okay, and after taking these different products, they created a platform where all these products can sync and work with the seamless integrations. That part Oracle taken care. We don't need to work on it. We don't need to do any integrations between all these applications. These all applications are available in the Fusion as the Fusion applications. Those all got inbuilt integrations. You don't need to again take initiative of integrating one application with other application for any data communication purpose. All are integrated. When you access the Fusion application, these all legacy products which you have in the Fusion applications, you don't see with those titles. Everything you will see as a Fusion application. These are all applications. See few application. If you take example of Oracle E-Business Suite, as per the E-Business Suite product, that product functionalities you can use with the forms. Few applications may be web pages, but now in the Fusion application, everything they converted into web pages, ADF. Okay, so ADF pages only you can see. These applications you can access from any device. You can access from your smartphone or any device. No additional plugins, etc. required. How you connect to just Facebook or Gmail accounts. That's how simply with a simple URL you will be able to connect to Fusion applications. That's how they made very lightweight. And again, there is another point, cloud, etc. We'll discuss all those points. Okay, so this is what we have to understand. What does it mean by Fusion application? Fusion application is not developed by Oracle. They acquired many different ERP products. From that, they take the best solution and they build product called as Fusion applications. Okay, so there are few functionalities which they built as a new features into Fusion applications, but not everything. So this is what we have to understand. Any questions here, please?
Yeah, Lakshman, this is Ravi here.
Please.
So when you say that when they took supply chain management from JD Edwards, so is it like the look and feel will be same? Like we have all the, I mean, not look and feel, but the inventory orgs. We have master org like for inventory, and in order management we have like all the pick release, pick confirm, and all that stuff that we are going to do, because we are taking it from supply chain management. If the JD Edwards person will log into this Fusion applications, will be, or Oracle guy will actually log into this Fusion application, he or she will be actually
same
able to
same view, yeah, same framework they built across all the applications. There won't be any different colors to see the how things need to be managed. So everything for any application you can do the settings from one page that we call as FS set. We'll discuss all those points. Okay, it won't appear for JD Edwards guy, it won't appear as a JD Edwards application. For EBS guy, it won't appear as a EBS application. It will appear as a Fusion application.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions here, please? Right, no questions. Okay. The next point. So now we'll see what is the difference between the Fusion applications and cloud. Okay, I mean on-premise and cloud. First we'll discuss about it, then we'll discuss few other points. Let me open that slide. 1 second. Now let's talk about on-premise versus cloud, because when I talk about Fusion applications, we are not going to work on on-premise 99%. We'll be working on the cloud. What does it mean by cloud? How these cloud servers and on-premise servers will be managed. We'll just go through those points so that it will be good information for us before we start with the cloud applications. So on-premise versus cloud. Okay. Here first, when you talk about on-premise servers, how the on-premise servers can be managed, what role should be played by the client or company in case of on-premise, let's see. So when you talk about on-premise servers, okay, the client has to purchase the physical servers. Okay, physical servers the company has to purchase. They have to place those servers in the physical location. Since the servers are physical servers, they have to place in the physical location. And if they want to use any products from Oracle, they have to take the license. Okay, it's not a subscription, it's license. They have to take the license for the products from Oracle. They have to purchase the license from Oracle if they want to implement finance and SCM. They have to take the license from Oracle. It could be EBS or Fusion, any applications. In case of on-premise, the company has to take the license from Oracle. Once they take the license, the client should have a DBA, database administrator, who can install those applications into the server. The DBA has to install that applications into the server. DBA need to be managed by client only. Oracle won't have a responsibility here. And servers will be managed by DBA. The client DBA has to maintain the servers. Okay, Oracle is not going to help us. Client DBA has to manage the server. And in future, say now the company for taking the license, they installed and they implemented, they started using. Maybe after 1 or 2 years, say after say 6 months or after 1 year, Oracle came up with a new release. In that case, if they want to upgrade their application to the latest version, the upgrade should be done by customer team only. Okay, customer owned upgrades. That means Oracle is not going to help to the client to do the upgrade. So they have to do that activity where they have to apply the patches, they have to upgrade from latest version to old version to latest version. This all should be done by client only in case of on-premise. And poor performance. That means, say for example, client is operating the business in multiple countries. If they place the physical server in one country, say in US, they are going to place the physical server. When they place the physical server in US, if the users who are accessing from US, the performance may be good. But the users who are accessing from India, UK, from different countries, since there will be distance in terms of network connectivity and all, the user's experience will be a little bit poor compared to the users who are accessing from the nearest places. If the server is located in India, the users who are accessing from India, the performance they can find that's really good. But the people who are accessing from the other countries, the performance would be totally different, which they can feel the performance is good. Reason is, these are physical servers located in the physical locations. When users are connecting to from the different countries, all the ways the user request need to travel in the traffic, okay, network traffic, and all that, and the system has to respond, and that's how some time taking and all. So these are the points we have to understand when we talk about on-premise servers. Most of the clients who are using the EBS, they are using on-premise only. Okay, they have to buy the servers, they have to place in the specific physical location, and from the different location, they have to connect to that server to work on it, and they have to take the license from Oracle, and the installation should be done by the client team, client DBA, and maintenance should be done by client DBA only. And customer owned upgrades, if they want to upgrade from the older version to latest version, that they have to take care of. And it depends, okay, from how many countries they're accessing the server. Based on that, it could be some poor performance, since servers are physical servers, will be located in the specific location. It won't be available everywhere from where users are trying to access. So this is all about on-premise. Okay, in case of on-premise servers, these are the points we have to understand. Now let's talk about cloud computing. When you talk about cloud computing, what cloud computing company does is, they take one physical server, it's a big mission. They'll take one big server. By using the concept called as virtualization, they can create the virtual servers. Okay, this is a physical server. With the help of physical server, they can create a number of, based on the capacity of this physical server, they'll create the multiple virtual servers. So these servers, they will give it to the client. The physical server will be located in the physical location. But what about these virtual servers? The virtual servers, the cloud computing company will make sure that the virtual servers will be available internet as a source. Okay, they'll make sure that the servers will be available internet as a source. Say for example, you have a client who is operating the business in India, US and UK. Now if they are going to take the cloud virtual server from Oracle, simply you can say cloud servers. If any client is going to take the virtual server from Oracle, what Oracle company will do is, they'll make sure that the virtual server availability in India data center, US data center, UK data center. In these three data centers, they'll keep this virtual server availability. If India user is going to connect to that server, URL would be same. And user will connect to the India, automatically that user request would be routed to nearest server. For India user, nearest server is India server, India data center virtual server, which is available, it will be routed. If user is trying to connect from US, the user request will go to US data center virtual server, which is managed by Oracle. That's how, from where user is trying to connect, the request and access will be routed to the nearest virtual server, which is managed by Oracle. But these three virtual servers, reality one virtual server, they will just maintain as a different copies, and those servers will be in the full sync. Okay, so those, you don't need to think those three are different. These three are same only. Through virtualization, they'll keep that availability in the different data centers, so that if any user is going to connect from any country, so that would get connected to the nearest data center, which is managed by Oracle. That's how the user experience will be rich. Here, what are the other points we have to understand? We'll discuss. Once we're done with that, we can go with your questions. So if it is going to be cloud servers, virtual servers, so the first point is, in case of cloud servers, servers are virtual servers. In case of on-premise, those are physical servers. Since servers are virtual, those you can place internet as a source. You cannot place in the specific location. Reason those servers are virtual. Servers which are virtual can be placed in the internet and only as a source. The servers will be available in the internet, not in the physical location. So if any company is going to use Oracle Fusion applications, they no need to take the license. They can take the subscription from Oracle. Subscription means they are not taking the license. Compared to license, subscription fee is very, very less. Okay. So that means in case of cloud servers, the company no need to buy the servers, server infrastructure, they no need to install, just they can take the subscription from Oracle to use those servers. No application installation is required. Since we are taking the subscription, for which applications to take the subscription, Oracle will give the access to those applications, so you don't need to maintain the server and you don't need to install. And the servers, whatever the servers you are going to use from Oracle as a virtual servers, the servers will be managed by Oracle DBA team. Okay, so we don't need to maintain any DBA. The DBA part will be taken care by Oracle only. Auto update. If you are using the virtual servers from Oracle, if tomorrow Oracle is going to come up with a new release, the servers within the server, what are in the virtual server, what are the products you are using, finance, SCM, etc., those can be upgraded automatically. Just we have to inform to Oracle one day prior. If you inform to Oracle today, if you raise SR to Oracle saying that you want to upgrade to latest version, by tomorrow, your environment will get upgraded. And high performance. Since the virtual server should be available, internet as a source, wherever you have internet access, from there immediately you can connect. Reason the servers, virtual servers will be available in the nearest data centers. You can just think wherever you have internet, there the servers are available. So this is a point we have to understand. So in case of cloud computing, this is how things can be managed. So now any questions on anyone, please? We have few other slides which talks more about this, but so far whatever discussed on these, any questions from anyone, please? On-premise, in case of cloud computing, virtualization, or the bullet points, whatever I given here, based on by referring this, any questions from anyone, please?
Hi, Lakshman. The setup wise will be the same, or the setup can be different in two instances?
Yeah, setups wise or features wise, no difference. In case of on-premise, the same product you will install in your own server. In case of cloud computing or cloud servers or virtual servers, those applications will be installed by Oracle and will be provided as a virtual servers. Product wise, no difference, but there are some restrictions that we'll discuss in the next slide. Product as this, product functionality, it remains same in any environment. Okay, but in case of on-premise, you can play with that. If it is on-premise, means everything will be in your control. You are taking the license. You can just do any customizations or you can play with that. But when it comes to virtual servers, again within the virtual servers, we have different servers, different subscriptions. Based on that, you can do the customizations and you cannot do the customization. That we'll discuss maybe after 2 minutes. Any other questions here, please?
So is it like one-on-one mapping? You mean to say India can actually use the India server, US can use the US server. So
No,
is it
not
like
like
each?
that. See, the virtual server is only one. They'll maintain the replica and they'll put all these in the full sync. It's not like you should not think India server, US server, UK server, all are one only. By using the cloud computing, they'll keep that server resource availability in the nearest data center so that when user connect from any device with the same URL will be same. When they connect to
Okay.
click on server URL, say for example, you are clicking on google.com. When you click on google.com, through cloud computing technique, they will identify your from where you are connecting. Say once you identified as you are connecting from India, so location to that location where they have a Google servers, their request would be routed to that nearest data center. That's how easily you can connect and you can access.
Yep. Got it. Yep.
Yeah, that is the point.
Lakshman, what about data privacy?
The data privacy, data disaster, the disaster recovery, etc., everything Oracle will take care of. Okay, the high security.
Is there any chances that data can be shared to other companies? Such kind of things may happen or not?
Simple example: you are working as a consultant. I am working as a consultant. If I am working for some company, can I share the client data to some other company or my friend?
No.
Yes.
No, continuing to the same point, because this is a cloud. So suppose I can carry my laptop, iPad or iPhone. I run a report in cloud instance. Example, the revenue numbers. Then I proceed with my friend Bharat. He is working for different client. I can show my iPhone to him, so he will know numbers. So will it be the issue?
See, some voice is breaking. It's not very much clear what you're saying. But we'll see those points. The point is, by default, data is secured. Okay, but since these are cloud, some clients will bother about the data security. That's true, but clients started using. Okay, not only this Oracle Fusion applications, most of the applications in the market, everybody is just moving into cloud. The maintenance will become easy. User company point of it's less cost involved, and the maintenance also will become easy. There won't be any challenges when the company is going to use this product. The data privacy and all, Oracle is taking care of it. But if you have intention to share to some other company, yes, but with intentionally some other company cannot use this data without our interest. So that would be there. So any other questions here, please? Fine. Now we'll move on to next slide. So these are the different flavors which are available for customers, or you can call it flavors or options, or you can call as modes. Okay, subscription options or subscription modes are different flavors. If any company wants to use, okay, if any company wants to go with this cloud servers, these are the three options are available. The first one is SaaS. SaaS stands for software as a service. Okay, SaaS, software as a service. The second option is PaaS, platform as a service. And third option is IaaS. Okay, IaaS, infrastructure as a service. If any company wants to use Fusion applications from the Oracle, you can use first option or second option. Third option is just nothing. It's a hosting service. So in the third option, IaaS, you don't find any applications. If you want to install, you can install. But so you can get the server access from Oracle with installed application with the SaaS or PaaS only. IaaS doesn't doesn't contain any applications inside of that subscription. We'll look into that. Those points we'll see more detail level. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, any one of the option customers can opt. So let's look into the first one, SaaS, software as a service. So say for example, there is a company called as XYZ. The company wants to use SaaS. In that case, what is applicable? We'll see that. So when company XYZ take the subscription for SaaS, they can access the standard product. Okay, what are to say they want to implement financials. So what are the product is available from Oracle as is they can access. As is they can access, they can configure, they can start using. But if they want to do the customization related to functionality customization, in case of SaaS, they cannot do any customization. Any customizations means that is related to functionality customization. When it comes to reports customization, yes, possible. If you want to develop any custom report as per the business requirement, you can develop. But functionality customizations you cannot do if your client is going to use SaaS subscription. The functionality customization means you may want to develop a new page, or you want to develop altogether new application. So these you cannot do. You cannot enhance the product. You cannot develop any new functionalities to use in a specific process or in specific application. That is not possible in the SaaS. Okay, but reports you can customize. Why they are allowing to develop the reports? Reports means just which data you want to view. That doesn't disturb the standard product. So that is the reason reports you can customize, and you can just build third-party integrations. In case of SaaS, you can go with the third-party integrations. You want to integrate third-party application with the Fusion, or Fusion you want to integrate third-party application, maybe for the purpose of data inflows or outflows. It could be any reason. If you want to connect the Fusion application with other applications for data inflows or outflows, that is possible. Even if it is SaaS, you'll be able to integrate, and you can have a data communication between the Fusion and other applications. And auto upgrade, yes, if you are going to use SaaS subscription from Oracle, so whenever you want, Oracle can upgrade your environment to latest version. Okay, they can upgrade, say after 6 months, Oracle may come up with a new release. You can ask Oracle, just it's all about matter of raising SR. You can raise SR to Oracle, and first they'll auto upgrade your test environment. So you can check the things. Since you are not doing the functionality related customization, nothing will get disturbed. The standard product you are using, standard product means that everything will be in the Oracle control. Even servers also will be in the Oracle control. So easily just they can perform the auto upgrade. That's how once you raise SR today, by tomorrow your environment will be upgraded automatically. Before that, first they'll upgrade your test. They will ask us to verify. If you give the confirmation, then immediately they'll upgrade your production environment also from older to latest. And support from Oracle DBA team. As a client, if you are going to take this SaaS subscription from Oracle, you don't need to maintain the DBA team. In case of EBS, we'll have a dedicated DBAs for our installation, maintenance, patch applications, etc. In case of SaaS, the patch application or any sort of DBA work we can expect from Oracle. We can contact the DBAs by raising SR. That's how they'll be helping. Since the virtual servers will be managed by Oracle Cloud DBA team, so they'll be helping us for patch applications or any clonings or some any other DBA activities can be done by Oracle DBA team only. So these are the points we have to understand when you talk about SaaS. In case of SaaS, if any client is going to the SaaS, they can have access to standard application. Only they cannot do functional related customizations. The reports they can customize, third-party integration possible, auto upgrade is possible, and they can take DBA support from Oracle. Let's go through PaaS also, then we'll proceed with the questions if you have. So when I talk about PaaS, PaaS stands for Platform as a Service. Here also you'll get access to standard product as it is whatever the product Oracle is offering for finance or SCM, you can get access. But here the advantage is you can do the functionality customization. In case of on-premise, you can play with the product in the same way. If you want to build some new page or you want to build some new application or anything else, you want to develop some specific cycle related process supported applications or pages, everything you can develop as per a requirement. Nothing but functionality customizations you can do in case of PaaS. Okay, and that means the PaaS will provide the platform to do the customization. That is the additional point which you have to understand. It provides the platform to do the customization. You can customize, you can develop some customizations, and you can deploy by using the platform which Oracle provides. Reports customization, yes, that is possible in SaaS also, right? SaaS also you can do the reports customization. Same is possible in the PaaS also. Third-party integrations, yes, you can do in the PaaS or SaaS. Okay, in SaaS you can do the third-party integrations, the same applicable in the PaaS also. In case of SaaS, since you are not disturbing the standard product functionality without doing any customizations, auto updates are possible in the SaaS. When it comes to PaaS, Oracle is allowing you to do the functionality customizations. Since you are going to disturb the standard product by creating some additional functionalities, additional applications, and by enhancing the product, so no auto upgrade is applicable in case of PaaS customers. If they go with the PaaS, they can do the customizations. If Oracle comes up with the latest release, auto upgrade is not possible. Upgrade is possible. For that, there will be separate activity. How we do upgrade in EBS, in the same way, the upgrade activities need to be carried out. So simply by writing one SR to Oracle, your environment cannot be converted to latest version. So you have to do it as a small project where you will be upgrading. You have to take care of all the custom solutions, whether those can be invited by latest version or not. Once you upgrade, those need to be modified. Those everything is working or not. You have to thoroughly test in the test environment. Then you can ask Oracle to apply the patches. Once they apply the patches, there could be issues since you have a custom functionality in place. So these are all you have to take care of. Similar to SaaS or support from DBAs, Oracle DBAs, that is also applicable for PaaS. So you can take this SaaS and PaaS, any comparison or anything you want to understand, differences, etc. related to the SaaS and PaaS, please let me know. We'll discuss now. Once we're done with that, we'll go with IaaS. Any questions here, please?
So in that case, most of the clients who are having a heavy ERP, then they go towards PaaS, right? Than the SaaS.
The most of the big customers whose process is custom driven, okay, so they are going with the PaaS, and small and mid-sized clients are going with a SaaS subscription. And something is required which cannot be handled, they may try with the workarounds, but not customization in case of SaaS.
So by looking at the application, can we say that is it SaaS or PaaS, Lakshman, or
no? You cannot. Okay. So by looking at, you cannot understand. So for SaaS, for PaaS environment, they will give the privilege. They will give the access to get into the development environment. That's it. Additional privilege they will provide to PaaS. Everything looks same. Only you'll have a additional privileges.
Okay.
The additional roles they will provide. The role will give the access to anything to work on the application.
Lakshman, small.
Sorry. So
how do we? Sorry, go ahead.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So in this case, like customization, suppose we need to roll out one customization, number one. So then we need to take the Oracle support team, DBA, to migrate those customizations, and also the maintenance, the a failover, or instead like upgrade the patch, downtime. So everything will be controlled by Oracle DBA team, or our DBA in-house DBA can help with.
No DBA. In case of cloud, it could be SaaS or PaaS. No DBA, because you won't have the server control. That will be managed by Oracle. Any sort of work related to DBA, could be small or big task, should be done by Oracle DBA team, Oracle Cloud DBA team.
Okay, so as if I am a DBA ERP, so isn't it big issue for my career? Because normally when the on-prem ERP R12, we need a full big team of DBAs. So how this is gonna create troubles to the DBA team or helps the DBA team?
Yeah. The first point is the technical, EBS technical and DBS almost migrated to Fusion Functional. Now, when it comes to your point, if you are EBS DBA, yes, EBS is going to be in the market as Oracle announced 2030. Right? They are going to continue with EBS solution up to 2030. So definitely there will be work for us. We are working as a DBA. And if you want to convert to Fusion DBA, additional learning is required, and you will be able to work. One option is for Oracle. Directly you have to work for Oracle, where you will be part of Oracle Cloud DBA team. If you don't want to work for Oracle, so the other option is the clients who are taking this Fusion application as an on-premise solution. You can work for those clients. But unfortunately, the latest versions, Oracle is not giving on-premise product. Earlier, previous versions, yes, they are selling license for the previous versions to go with on-premise, but now the latest version what we have released 13, so that is not available in the market to take it as a on-premise solutions. So this is the market to understand this part. Okay.
Hi, Lakshman, Manish.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been a technical guy for kind of 10 years, but if I move into a finance functional, do you think I can justify the role of a finance functional guy after?
Manish, I respect your question. If you don't mind, we'll discuss these points in the end of the session. Now let's focus on the topic. Yeah, we'll discuss all those for sure.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Fine. Any questions on this point, please? SaaS or PaaS?
So we are working on SaaS, right, Lakshman? Like the sessions that we are going to do.
Correct.
On. Okay. Okay.
Because there is no technical work for us. That is the reason SaaS. In fact, for trainings, we can get SaaS instances only.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions here, please? Right, no questions.
Lakshman, one question. This is Vinay.
Yeah.
So, suppose if somebody has taken pass and they have, for example, 50 or 100 customizations. Okay. Now they want to auto upgrade. So, what they will do means they need to move the customization into a development instance and upgrade and test all the things. Then it will be moved out. That I'm confused.
Now in EBS, what practice we follow same. In that case, what they do is they'll clone the production to some other instance first. So then they'll ask the Oracle DBS to apply the patches on that. They'll see the impact, the patches, because of patches, how far those are disturbing the standard customization, what are the customizations they did. Whether the patch applications are supporting the current customizations or else because of some functionality change, the customization coding need to be modified, etc. They look into all those things. The other standard product, they don't need to verify much, but high level, they can run the cycles, the testing cycles they can run. But primarily, they have to focus on customize. They did say 20 customizations. So when they apply the patch on this test or cloned environment, when they apply the patches, these customizations are working fine or anything is getting disturbed or anything need to be modified, they have to focus on that. Once that is done, they'll ask the DB, they'll test all those cycles and they'll run the pre-upgrade reports and they'll take the results and they'll maintain. And then once everything is identified, the patches are impacting which customizations and all, what is the solution for that, then they'll ask the Oracle to apply the patch on the production. Once they apply the patches on the production, what things need to be changed, which already impacted the cloned environment because of patch related to customization, immediately they'll go and do set right. Then client will start using, if any bugs, etc. That's a very routine process where we'll raise SR to Oracle. Once they upgraded production, they'll run the post-upgrade reports to make sure that before upgrade and after upgrade, the data results is same. That's all.
Okay. So what I understood, the testing part will be more in case of pass. Means if I compare with EBS, there is no impact.
Yeah, same as EBS. In EBS also you do the same, right?
Correct.
The same is applicable in the Fusion Cloud also.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions here, please? Right, no questions. That's all about SaaS and PaaS. So most of the clients are going with the SaaS. Most of the clients are going with the SaaS, whose business process is very much complex and all. They are going with a PaaS, since that allows customizations. And the other subscription is IaaS. So IaaS only for hosting purpose. Okay, IaaS only for hosting. You are going to buy the space. Within the space, you can install any operating system and you can install any application. Take example of Amazon, AWS. So you can take the hosting. Amazon just simply you can call as IaaS. Within that, you don't find any applications or nothing. You'll have a server space. You'll get a hosting service. Within that, whatever you want to install, you can install and you can use it. If you look at these three slides, in case of SaaS, it's only for consume. Whatever Oracle provides, you can consume, you can use it. the servers, operating system, applications, everything will be controlled by Oracle. So just you can consume, you can use it, no customizations you can do. When you talk about PaaS, in the past, the additional option which you can get is you can build. As per your business requirement, you can build. That is nothing but functionality customization. See here, you'll have a control on that application, not on the server. Server, everything will be managed by Oracle only. Within the server, what are the applications you have, you'll have a control so that you'll be able to do the functionality customization. Yeah, that additional advantage is along with the consuming that application, using that application, the PaaS will enable the option called as building the new functionality. When it comes to IaaS, the servers will be controlled by Oracle. Within that, what operating system you want to install. It could be Windows or Linux or etc. Other operating system. And within that operating, with the help of operating system, which applications you want to install, what purpose you want to use, that is up to us. Or else we may use that IaaS hosting service to place some data files. It could be anything. So this is how you can use these different subscriptions. Okay. So SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Any questions on this SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, please? Any questions from anyone, please? Why no questions? Okay. Here we'll discuss one more point. What is the difference between Oracle Fusion applications and Oracle Fusion Cloud applications? We'll see that. Oracle Fusion applications. Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. So you have to call with which name? You have to call as Oracle Fusion applications. It could be finance or SCM. Applications can be anything. So you have to call it as Oracle Fusion applications or Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. Okay, it's very simple. What we have to understand is the application what we are going to use, where it is deployed. Where it is deployed, based on that you can call. Say the Fusion applications you install in your own server. So you call it as the Fusion applications only. The same Fusion applications you are going to access through virtual servers, where servers are managed by Oracle. That means Oracle hosted servers. Product is same. The product you have in your own server, call it as Oracle Fusion applications only. If the same product is hosted by Oracle, so the servers are managed by Oracle, you are accessing, they are managing the servers with a cloud technique, where they'll create the virtual servers. You are going to access those virtual servers, then you can include the term called as cloud. That means same Fusion applications, okay, deployed in the Oracle servers, those you are accessing through cloud technique. In that case, you can include the term called as cloud. So there is no difference in terms of application based on the deployment model. If you deployed that server applications in your own server, call as Fusion applications. If those application you are accessing with the help of Oracle through cloud technique, then call it as cloud applications. The same way, any applications you can take, maybe finance or anything. So Oracle Fusion Financials, Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. If you are accessing directly from Oracle hosted servers through virtual servers, you call as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials, or else in your own server, if you are going to install the Fusion applications, call as Fusion Financial. Functionality wise, no difference. So only the permissions. If it is your own server, you can play with that. If it is going to be cloud, again in the cloud, if it is SaaS, there are restrictions to do the customization. If it is a PaaS, yes, you can do the customizations. So this is the point we have to understand. So any questions here, please? No questions. I will look into the slide. Which talks about, yeah, please.
So quick question. So for the on-premise solution, you can customize it as you wish, correct?
Anything, yeah. You can just play with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Because that will be in our control. And we have to manage the entire server with the help of our DBA. And one more point, if you go with the cloud, Oracle provides 2 instances only. One for production, the other one for, we call it for testing or development. Only 2 instances you will get. If you need more, you have to pay extra. In case of on-premise, you can ask your DBA how many instances you require. If you need 10 instances, the DBA can create 10 copies of the same instance, so you can manage. Cloud only.
So, Lakshman sir,
Yeah, please.
this test instance, how frequently it will be refreshed?
Which, see, once you, whatever you get from the Oracle when you are working for project, they don't refresh it. You have to ask them if you want to refresh with the entire data. Okay. Without our interest, they don't do any changes to those instances. Okay, the instance which you are going to use for your practice, sometimes it will get refreshed monthly once. Okay.
No, I'm talking about a client actually. Now, client has 2 instances. One is production, one is test.
Oh,
So for production issue, if you want to solve, then we can refresh the data as per our will, or that we have to always ask Oracle.
We never do production instance to refresh. See, the production.
No, not production, test instance.
Yeah, you can ask you can ask the DB. You can write SR saying that please refresh the test instance, remove all the data. Yes, they'll do it. Or else you can.
And they will copy over. They will copy the production data to test instance.
Yeah. You can write SR to Oracle to clone your production data to test.
Okay. Okay. Good.
That we can do. Okay. In case of EBS, what we request our DBS to do for us, the same. We can ask the Oracle DBA, Cloud DBA team by writing SR, they can do. Okay.
Lakshman,
Yeah.
one thing about the PaaS, what are the services Oracle provided for the PaaS cloud? What are the services Oracle is providing for the PaaS services?
No, there are no additional services for that. It will enable you the option to do the customizations. That's it.
Okay, so
Nothing else.
in order to, okay, I'm not going in deep, but just want to know if I want to understand the infrastructure wise, how do I know to know? Maybe this is not the right time to ask. Maybe if we have a time, we can
that you can refer some technical document. Okay, technical document, arc structure related document, which talks about each and every components, which refers technical point of view.
By any chance, you guys have any how the cloud infrastructure it is
No,
I would
in our
say
classes I'll take you through Fusion architecture, but the infrastructure related you have to refer some technical documents.
No problem, Lakshman. Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Any other questions, please? If no questions, we'll move on to the next point. Any questions from anyone, please? Right, no questions. Now, just we'll look into few points which we can identify as new features. Okay, what's new in the Fusion applications compared to EBS or anything else. So we have a concept called as roles in the Fusion application. We will go through all these more detailed level as a part of classes. Okay, once we get into the actual classes, we'll start working on the application. We'll discuss more detailed level and we'll be working on the same. But now just to introduce a few points, what we come across in the Fusion applications when you are working, you may compare with EBS or very high level, you can take these points. We have a concept called as roles. In case of EBS, whatever you want to access to, whatever access user required, you can do through responsibility concept. Okay, through responsibility concept, you can just, user can connect to anything and user can perform the setups or user can perform the transactions. But in the Fusion applications, there is no concept called as a responsibility. So any sort of access, any privileges we can give to the user with the help of roles only. We have different type of roles. What is the purpose, how those are different, how those we can compare with EBS, those all we'll see as a part of further sessions. So in the Fusion applications, user can have access to the application, the roles concept. There is no concept of responsibility in the Fusion application. When it comes to reporting, so in Fusion, you can get inbuilt BA reports and OTBA reports. If you are a EBS client, if you want to use the BA reports, you have to take the separate license. But in the Fusion applications, the BA reports are inbuilt functionality. For your GL, APR, CMF, you take any application, all the applications and reports what will be running, those are BA reports. If you want to customize those BA reports, you can customize in the same way OTBA, Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence reports will be working. Even report development is technical job. I'll take you through the basic report creation, how to write the SQL queries in the Fusion, how the result you can convert into report definition, how to register that report so that that would be available for the users to associate and to run. These points I'll take you through. OTBA report also how to create will go through. And we have a concept called as FBDA. FBDA stands for file-based data import. The Fusion applications, data conversions can be handled by functional resource. Being a functional finance consultant, we can load suppliers data, customers data, and open transactions and open invoices. That means master data and transactional data conversions can be done by functional resource. We don't require any technical resource in the Fusion applications to do the data conversions. Okay, if you take example of EBS, even for vanilla implementation also without any customization, we need technical resource to perform these data conversions. But in the Fusion applications for data conversions, we don't need technical people. Being a functional consultant, we will be able to do it. In our classes, I'll take you to a complete cycle. We'll execute all those things. I'll show you end-to-end process, how to load the suppliers, how to load the customers, open transactions, so everything. At the time, as a part of data conversion activity in the implementation, how we have to do all this, we'll go through. Okay, we'll see the including the results and everything, end-to-end process will go through. When it comes to accounting, yeah, subledger accounting we have as this. There are some slightly the naming convention, etc. They changed, and more the accounting impact, accounting concept they changed for SCM applications. They introduced the PO tab for accounting of purchasing requisitions and purchase orders, and to create the accounting related to costing, cost accounting concept they introduced. To create the accounting for receipt accounting concept they introduced. That's how we'll be working on P2P cycle, but those areas we don't need to touch. Without that we can do. But at the time of P2P again we'll touch those points. But subledger accounting method we have as this, but naming convention etc. they change, those we'll discuss. And when you are working on P2P cycle, it is mandatory you have to configure PO tab. Okay, PO tab means transaction accounting builder, that we have to configure, otherwise you cannot run the P2P cycle. That we'll see. And we have a BPM, business process management. By using the BPM, we can configure the approvals in the Fusion applications. Okay, so in EBS we have AME, approval management engine, that we don't have in the Fusion applications, that got replaced with the BPM product. And security console, it's primarily for administration purpose. From here only you can just, in case of EBS, what purpose mostly you use system administrator responsibility. For the same reason, you can use the security console in the Fusion applications. Here you can create the roles, you can assign the roles to the user, you can create the custom roles. Okay, you can create the users and you can manage the users. All those activities you can perform. So this security console is built on IDM and APM applications products that we'll discuss as a part of Fusion enterprise structure. Okay, and here we have a Fusion arc structure. How this arc structure is different from EBS or standalone, how it is, we will look into that. Okay, and they introduce the middleware concept and what components we have as a part of middleware and all we'll be discussing. And FSM stands for functional setup manager. In EBS, if you want to do any specific application setups, you have to be in this particular responsibility. If you want to do the receivables configuration, you have to go to the receivables responsibility, you have to do it. But in case of Fusion, we have FSM, functional setup manager, where you can perform any application related setups from one place. You can say FSM is centralized place from where you can do any application related configuration. Okay, we'll discuss about this more detail level and we'll be working on the same in the further sessions. Implementation project. In the Fusion applications, you have to create implementation project. If you create implementation project, you'll be able to move the setups from one instance to another instance without any DBA support. Sorry. So if you create implementation project, once you're done with all the setups, you can move the setups from one to other instance by using the concept called as configuration packages. We have a concept called as configuration packages. Being a functional consultant, you can extract all the setups from one instance if you have implementation project, and you can upload all the setups in the different instance. That's how with the file-based loading you can do. This is a process you can follow to move setups from one to other instance. So without implementation project also you can do the setups, or how that is different and all we'll see once we get into the actual discussions. For now, just take the point. With the help of implementation project, you'll be able to move the setups from one instance to other instance. So without implementation project, if you do all the setups, you cannot move the setups. If you want to move the setups, then you have to contact the DBA to move it. But if you have implementation project, being a functional consultant, you can do that activity. And social networking. So Oracle is providing inbuilt social networking within the Fusion applications. How we are using the Facebook to create the groups and to share some content and to like or dislike or different engagements. The same you can do within instance related to your work. Say for example, you are going to close payables period. You can create one group for all the payables users who are working in your company. You can post it. You can pass the message saying that, hi, I am going to close the periods today. By evening, please make sure that what are the activities are pending from your end, please take care of those. Or else you are going to announce something. You may just announce something. Let's have a meeting today. Instead of sending email within the application itself, you may send that, or else you can share some documents. So one invoice information you want to share with all the users which you created or somebody created, or else you can pass a message saying that please don't process the payment for so-and-so invoice. Of course, you can go and set the hold or etc. etc. But any sort of communication you can establish within the Fusion applications with the plugin called as social network. That is inbuilt plugin Oracle is providing. How you use the Facebook in the same way, work-related content sharing or any sort of activity, you can use the social networking within the Fusion application. And dashboards concept you have in the Fusion applications, instead of searching for some data or instead of going and running the reports. Okay, if you want to see some data, you have to go to so-and-so report and you have to run so that you will be get those details, or else so you want to perform some action and you have to verify a lot of data, then you will come to know what action you have to take related to which transaction and which information. But with the help of dashboards, the information, say for example, you are importing the data, so records are errored out, there in the dashboard you can see. Okay, dashboard level you will be able to see how many errors you have in the import process. Or else you are creating the supplier, you create a supplier off. The dashboards will show the incomplete suppliers information within the dashboard. So this is all like related to your work, where you have to take action, what information you should aware. So what information should come for your review? It could be related to approvals or some other process, or it's a period status related information or anything else. The dashboard, the information would be readily available instead of performing running the reports and searching for certain data where you have to take action. Simply you can find out everything in the dashboards. Once we get into the application, we'll see how the dashboards are helpful. And other option is RI, wrapped implementation. RI stands for wrapped implementation. With the wrapped implementation, simply you can load the setups. So you don't need to create your calendars, primary ledgers, legal entities, business unit, and so on, so other setups also. Just you can keep the data in the spreadsheet. Okay, Oracle is providing the wrapped implementation templates. Within the template, you can put the data and you can generate the file, CSV file. That CSV file you can upload it to the instance. You can load it to the instance. Automatically your setup should be ready. I'll be covering how to do the setup through manual process as well as wrapped implementation, so that would be good information for us. So just you don't need to navigate to the application, going for so and so setup, clicking on the tab, entering some data, clicking on next, completing the setup, and again going for other setup and doing all those. Instead of spending this much of time within the instance environment, you can use the RI sheets, wrapped implementation sheets. And when it comes to users, we have a different type of users in the Fusion applications. What is the role of these different users? Why we have a different classification? How it makes its difference when we are working on the applications? We'll go through all those. The other point is enterprise structure. In EBS, we have a multi-org structure. In the Fusion, we call it as enterprise structure, how it is similar or how it is different. And we will discuss all those points. First, we'll talk about more detail level enterprise structure, how the enterprise structure can be finalized, what are the key parameters we have to consider when we are going to design the enterprise structure for any client. We'll go through more detail level. Once we're done with that, we'll compare with the EBS multi-org structure also, so that the guys who are from EBS, they can easily correlate and they can understand. Okay, so these are the points we have to understand as a new. We'll be working on all those. Not only this, there are many other new features or new points which you have to understand when you work on the Fusion applications. Okay, we'll go through all those. Any questions here, please? No questions, I'll take you through the course curriculum.
So, Lakshman, so when we talk about security console, is it something very similar to the system administrator that we use in Artwell in Oracle? If I want to actually access only the...
I got you. Since security in a system administrator, what you can do, you can create the users, right?
Yes.
You can create the responsibilities. You can create menus, custom request groups, and you can set the profile options.
Yes.
But in the security console, you cannot do all those. The profile options and all you don't need to set from security console. That you have to set separately. But users you can create in the security console. You can create a custom menu, custom roles in the security console, which is equal to custom menus. Okay, and you can assign the roles to user. Those sort of activities only you can do.
Okay. I mean, we can discuss when we are going to look into detail all these things.
That is required.
Okay.
That is required.
And the
training, you will be able to work on financials, and you will be in the position to implement all the applications. I'll be everything what we require when working on any project as a consultant.
Okay. And you said, and a couple of questions here. So you said there are no RD. I mean, the reporting we have only BI and other reportings. We don't have RDF and forms, .fmb like we have it in Artwell. No, right? I mean,
form is different, right? Form is different. Here are no forms concept. We have a pages.
Okay. ADF pages. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You see, you can develop your own templates, and accordingly you can prepare different reports also. What I'm saying is, by default, Oracle is giving BIP, Business Intelligence Publisher reports, BI Publisher reports, as well as OTBA reports.
Okay. And you said the conversions that we have, like PO conversion, like item conversion and all. So that will be actually automatically will be provided from the FBDI. Right?
Yeah, by using the FBDA templates, you can do any data conversions. But since we are dealing with the financials, I'll be covering the conversions in the finance only. PO item, I'm not going to cover those because that is related to SEM. I'll be covering to load suppliers, customers, payable invoices, receivables transaction, assets, journal conversion, journals. Those.
Okay. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, it looks like most of the technical work won't be available here.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, Lakshman.
Please.
For ad hoc queries, how do we write the SQL queries? Using BI Publisher, or do we have something like a tool where we can connect to the database and do some queries?
Oh, the Oracle is not providing any tools to connect to the database from the external. Okay, if you want to write any queries, only the option is BI page. You can go to BI catalog. There they are providing the page where you can write any queries within the instance environment only.
So okay, it's the same syntax, like what we write the SQL queries, we can write it in a
finance tables also same. Since finance they Fusion, the table same and the syntax also same. SQL.
So Lakshman, what about the data fix and the page personalization?
The basic page personalizations we can do. In SAS also you can do the basic page personalizations. If you want to do some advanced personalizations where you want to put more conditions, etc. Okay. For that you have to those some little bit advanced personalizations where you want to write some piece of code, etc. Those you can do only in the SAS environment. SAS supports basic personalization. Say for example, you want to set some condition. So and so tab should be available for so and so user. For other users, it should not be available. Or else you want to hide some tab, you want to hide some field, or else you want to rename the field. Okay, you want to disable some checkboxes, etc., etc. These and all you can do with the SaaS environment also. The data fix, etc., and we have to take Oracle support, and you can do.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions here, please? No questions. We'll just go through course curriculum. Okay. So primarily we are going to focus on these 5 applications. So general ledger, accounts payables, account receivables, cash flow, and fixed assets. These are the primary applications, which are core applications for financials. Will be focusing and will be doing everything end to end. And along with that, I'll take you through the basic setups for Fusion tax, and I'll show you the process of how to create the expense reports, how to approve them, how to create as invoices into tables. We'll go through those. And one more point, in EBS, whatever we have I expense, the same in Fusion we are calling as Fusion expense. But in the EBS, as a part of payables, you can create expense reports. If you don't implement iExpense application EBS, still there is a functionality available in the accounts payable application to create expense reports in EBS. But Fusion, that is not available. If you want to create expense reports, only the option is you have to go with the Oracle Fusion expense application. The tax, I'll take you through R2R flow, how to configure the tax, and how to calculate in payables or receivables, any one of the application you will see. And I'll take you through the basic purchasing configuration, basic inventory configuration, and basic order management configuration, and so that we can run this P2P and O2C cycles. Some additional configuration also we have to do. We'll do that and we'll go through. And these are the other concepts which we'll be covering. Okay, so when we talk about this training, I'll just take you through the fresh environment and the latest version based training. Means we'll be running the classes the latest version, and I'll be sharing the instance also, which is the latest version instance. Okay, and when we are doing the implementation, the fresh instance, what approach we follow? The same approach we'll follow in our classes. Everything will be covering from scratch. I'm not going to performing a transaction based on some existing data and all. Everything will create our own, and within our own setup environment, will be performing all these testing. It may be related to specific applications or across the application. It could be P2P and O2C. Everything will be covering. And when I talk about GL, this is a very basic configuration. And these are the different concepts we are going to cover as a part of general ledger application. And for each and every application, what are the additional setups required, we'll do and we'll be testing. And everything I'll capture into spreadsheet. The same sheet I'll be sharing with everyone. You can keep that for reference. Other side, you'll get all the videos, right? You can use those videos for quick reference or spreadsheet information, anything else. The payables configuration, and these are the concepts we are going to cover from payables. And receivables configuration, and receivables related topics, which we'll be covering. And cash management related. I'll add a few other concepts also, like APR netting, and a few other concepts also I'll be including. I think I didn't include in this course curriculum. APR netting, few other concepts also I'll be covering as a part of this course. Fixed assets configuration, concepts, expenses, Fusion expense, Fusion tax, P2P configuration, process flows. So here just I mentioned the P2P requisition creation approvals, purchase order and approval, receipt creation, from delivery on, and but along with that I'll be covering like a pay and receipt concept and purchase returns, etc., etc. Okay. Order management, O2C cycle. This all setups will do, and we'll be running through this cycle where right from order creation to auto invoice creation, the receivables. Okay. So this all we are going to cover as a part of our course curriculum. Okay, the most of the concepts we are going to cover, which we should understand when we are working on any project or when you are learning this product. So any questions on this, please?
I've not seen the procurement, Lakshman.
What is that?
Procurement.
Procurement is procurement area, right? It's not finance. We are going to work on finance. We'll be covering the basic purchasing application. iProcurement we have in the Fusion application as a self-service procurement, that is separate module. In a
Okay.
basic P2P cycle, that is not required. If some company is going with that iProcurement application, if they have that requirement, that is separate module. It's different from purchasing, which works along with the purchasing application.
And what about Hyperion and Sbase?
Hyperion and Sbase, those are different products, but in the GL, General Ledger application, Oracle is giving inbuilt Hyperion functionality. Hyperion reports. You can prepare the Hyperion reports in the Fusion application that I'll be covering in the classes. For that, we don't need to do any additional configuration. That is inbuilt in. See, if any client is using the EBS application, if they want to go with Hyperion reporting, HFM, Hyperion financial management, the mapping, space, connectivity, etc., all need to be done. But here, that is not required. So Hyperion financial reporting and space integration and the synchronization Oracle built as an inbuilt functionality. If you have a journals information in the Oracle Fusion GL, automatically the data will sync with the Hyperion Sbase. And when you are preparing the Hyperion financial reports, you can fetch the data from Sbase only. That I'll be covering. For that, we don't need to do any additional activity. It's inbuilt functionality in the Fusion application.
Are you also covering Financial Hub?
Oh no, that is FAH. That's a separate offer. Okay.
It's okay. Okay. So, but do you also provide the training on FH?
No, we don't provide that. We don't provide that training.
Okay.
See, if you want to provide the training, there should be integration with the EBS instance. Then only you can understand how data would sync and all. For training and all, that is not possible.
But FH is also as a part of the cloud somewhere?
Yeah, cloud solution is available. FH.
Okay.
FH means Financial Accounting Hub. In the Fusion, FH means Fusion Accounting Hub, we call. Cloud.
Okay.
Cloud solution only. What you can do is, mostly in the Fusion, what purpose we are using FH. So say client is using EBS and they don't have any plan to go with the Fusion now. At least they can use the Hyperion reporting in the Fusion. If they take the subscription for FH from Oracle, what Oracle will do is they'll apply some patch on your EBS instance. Your EBS instance will be connected with the Fusion cloud. So whatever the data you have in Oracle EBS General Ledger application, the data will sync with the Fusion General Ledger application. There you can prepare the Hyperion reports. For that purpose, you can use FH solution as of now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we have.
Thank you.
Automatic data would sync with the EBS to cloud. You can use the data for reporting. Yeah.
And Lakshman, this is Srinivas again. I have a question. So if I sign up for this class, do you already have a site with all the videos from your previous class that I can start with instead of waiting?
Complete videos, yeah. A to Z.
Okay, and how many classes have we already taught that I can go back to?
How many classes?
So you're saying that you already taught this entire series once, and we can go back and start at the recordings then?
See, I'm doing this training from the 2016 Fusion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, from that time I have videos. And I'm into this training from last 10 years. I'm into this Oracle application from last 15 years. Okay.
Okay, so I don't have to wait for the class to start then.
We have many previous batches. I will share the latest batch videos. I mean, just which we have.
Okay. And you said we can download it and run it on our laptop and watch it.
Yes, exactly. Offline you can run.
Okay.
You can download.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, you
Thank
can keep in touch with the team with whom you are in touch from the team. You can talk to them. They can help you to get those.
Thank you.
Fine, thanks. So any question related to this course, please? We'll wind up with. And one more point, 1 second, please. We're done for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back or else you may drop from the meeting. We're done for today. No questions from my side. No. If you have any questions, you can stay back or else you can drop.
Lakshman, this is Raj.
Raj.
One question on the dump you were mentioning.
Okay.
When do we get that? Is it part of the I can download?
Yeah, dump also you can download.
Okay.
Lakshman.
Yeah.
Which version are we going to train on this?
The latest version. The release 12, release 13, the latest patch applications.
The 19 or 18?
No. 19 only.
19, right? Okay,
19.
good. And so I was asking you the question that I've been a technical guy for more than 10 years,
Okay.
right? So if I move into a finance functional, right, do you think I can justify the role of a finance functional after attending this training?
See,
Because yeah,
the primary point is it's all about understanding the product. So the product they designed to support the business. When you understand this product thoroughly, you will come to know the business process also other side. So once you are okay with the, when you talk about finance, you don't think too much of accounting. Everything they automated. If you understand how to set up some application, how transaction can be, then you will come to know accounting also automatically. The system will take care of. So only you should have a focus on product learning, then that will have a solution. You could see in the market, even the people who are with a different technical background, they are learning, they are able to survive. Okay, there won't be great challenge if you are from technical background or you are apps technical consultant or DB, it doesn't matter. So since you are beginning of learning, it could be anything. It could be finance or SCM, HCM or procurement. That's anything you can choose and you can proceed with that. That will.
My only worry was that I can be proficient in the setup.
Manish, 1 second. Please go on mute. I could see few other guys are unmuted. Yeah. Please go on mute. We are getting some background noise. Please. The guy, yeah.
I still have my question pending.
Please go ahead, Manish.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying that I might get proficient in the setups, but the only worry is that how will I answer the questions of the business? Let's say if they talk about something business which is purely finance. I mean, I just have that.
See what happens, when you learn accounts payable application designed and developed as per how the business can be done in the payables department. What business payables department do, different activities. All the scenarios will be covering in the payables. Once we cover the business scenarios and you cover the concepts in the payables, those are different business scenarios. We'll come to know.
Great. Okay.
So
that's great.
Yeah. See, every replica of a business process. That's it.
And are we going to cover some kind of integrations as well?
Integrations is pure technical job.
So, okay. So do we have a separate training for integrations? Do you give?
No, we don't have as of now. We may come up with the ICS or so. But
so, Lakshman, at least we understood it's a separate training. But can we expect some kind of an overview of 1 or 2 sessions about the integrations?
Yeah.
Functional point of view, I'll walk through in one session. Then. Okay, what we have, what is the difference between this and that? When you are working as a functional consultant, what basic knowledge we have to have, okay, related to some technical. We are not going to integrate anything. Just I'll give the introduction. What is what? That I'll take care of in one session if you want.
So for the entire training, you'll be the one taking care of end to end until the last class of the training.
Correct. I am the trainer.
Hi, Lakshman.
Yeah, Manish, please go ahead.
I have a question. Like, I haven't worked on EBS, so is there any connection between EBS and Fusion?
Same EBS product they taken into Fusion as it is. Okay, so they did few small enhancements and few features they introduced. If you know EBS, it's just cakewalk for you. If you don't know EBS, I have one question. So what is are you working or just you recently completed your education? Based on that, you can take the decision whether you can go with the Fusion directly or not. Before that, one point. So if you want to showcase 3 or 4 years of experience, then EBS, the Fusion is enough. If you have a more years of experience, in that case, the best option is EBS and Fusion. If you learn both, then only you'll have an option of showcasing more years of experience in order to get the job. So this is the point. Because the finance got stabilized in last 3 to 4 years. Okay, not prior to that. So that is the reason in the finance fusion side, finance you can just showcase max 4 years of experience only if you are planning accordingly. Yeah, this is the point. What is your background?
I have worked on EBS SCM. No, I have a knowledge on setups and EBS, but I haven't worked on finance part.
How many years? How many years of experience you have?
3 years.
Yeah, then 3 in the sense, say, since you worked on EBS SCM, the best option is you can go with the Fusion SCM. If you are interested to go with Fusion Finance, yes, you can just go with this, and the same definitely will be able to showcase this 3 years of experience on Fusion Finance. You can pick any one of.
Okay. Like
Lakshman, as we know,
yeah.
Lakshman, as we know, Oracle is initially any product they launch, it is a buggy and tedious and so painful. So, with respect to this cloud, how good is the product is stable, and how many clients currently, like, is it robust? People are implementing, or how is it going?
2 years back, till 2 years back, it was not stabilized. Oracle, the initial release for clients, they released release 7, then release 8, release 10, release 11. The 11th version of release 11, it got stabilized. In 12, the other features also they introduced. Now the latest version is 13, and the 13 they released in 2018. Within that, they keep applying the patches for bug fixing and to come up with some new small enhancements, etc. That's how the current version is very much stabilized. If you look at the same Fusion Finance 2 years back, it was not that much stabilized. Now it's been 4 years after Oracle released this in, I think, in 2016 they released finance, especially finance. HCM they released many years back, around 7-8 years back they released HCM, human capital management. Finance they released 16 around. So it is very much stabilized now. That's how we have product now.
Lakshman, this is Madhav.
Yeah, Madhav.
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, please.
I work in PeopleSoft financials and supply chain applications.
Okay.
And I have about 16 years experience as a functional in PeopleSoft. So do you think that experience will be useful in learning this?
See,
is the application?
You will find the difference. Like in EBS, when you talk about PeopleSoft, the structure definitions, etc., you will do all the setup. Here, what is the naming convention? If you want to implement payables in PeopleSoft, you know what setups you do. Okay, what is the meaning? Right. What is the purpose of each and every setup? You know. The same we will be doing in the Fusion or EBS, any application. Okay. Only the point is we have to understand the naming convention now. Okay, the same.
Right.
In EBS, in the PeopleSoft, what are the setups you do for payables? When it comes to Fusion, the names are same or similar. Okay. Whatever you manage in the PeopleSoft, the same how it can be managed in the Fusion application. What is the way of doing the setups? What is the way of navigating to that? How the transaction can be processed? These points to understand. Hardly will be knowing the navigations and the terminology will be changed. This is what you have to map and understand. Business process, everything you are very much experienced, since you said good number.
Yes.
That's all.
So couple of things I noticed that I did not see billing. I did not see commitment control.
Okay.
Are they hiding those things in some other applications in this?
Billing in the sense of receivables. Receivables you can handle, and the receivables itself you can handle the billing.
Oh, I see. And how about commitment control?
Commitment control. What you handle through commitment control in PeopleSoft?
Budgets, basically budgets.
Oh, budgets.
Budget, real-time update.
As a part of GL.
I see.
How to create the budget, how the budgetary control can be enabled and all.
Okay.
Part of GL. The GL will be covering that budget cost.
Okay. So my last question is, what is what would be the duration and what kind of material you will be providing besides your recorded lectures?
Yeah. As I mentioned, yes, the same point. Videos will be getting along with that. Throughout these all classes, every session I'll be what setups we are going to perform, what process we are going to handle. First, we'll take into everything to spreadsheet, and accordingly, executing in the class. The live discussions only will be capturing those details into spreadsheet. The same sheet I'll be sharing with you, so that you can use for quick reference. Once you have the sheet with, if you want to implement payables, simply you have to look at that sheet and you will be able to come to know all the setups for which concept, additional setups and process, everything will be there in the sheet. That's how you can use for reference. Apart from that, I'll be providing some other documents also where you can explore and related to setups or process or concepts, everything I'll be providing the documentation.
Oh. And what would be the duration to finish this entire course?
It won't go up to 3 months. You can take in between 2 to 3 months. Not required 3 months, will complete before 3 months. The tentative schedule which we are planning is 2 months only. If required, we may extend to 2 or 3 more weeks. So that's how it may stretch to max 3 months. But we'll finish prior to that.
Every day, all 5 days of the week?
Yeah, 5 days.
1 hour or 1.5 hours?
1 hour, 30 minutes.
Okay, 1.5 hours.
Okay. Lakshman, by chance, would you be able to, I know the answer, but would you be able to provide the Oracle, as if we go to the ILTs, right? Instructor trainings, they give the books. So that kind of soft material, would you be able to provide us offline to the students?